All right, here we are again, and we're with someone that I have had an inspiration when I got involved with transitioning my lifestyle and getting into a new career. I bumped heads with one of the best. His name is Billy Jones, and we have become very good friends, and better than that, I think we're kind of like brothers now.
Right.
You know, Bill decided to move down to Florida and create a whole new relationship in terms of what we do as photographers and motivators in relationship to really getting something that's important for youth to understand, that they can be as successful as we are working to be, and looking at it from the perspective of how it can be encouraging for an individual to learn ways in which they can take their really innate talents. And Bill, you're pretty much someone who had no idea that you were going to become a top model, and you know, a grassroots guy, grew up in the neighborhood. Everybody knows you, Bill, and really I get embarrassed half the time because when I go, the people who even know me act like they don't know me when you come around, and I know that I'm more popular than you are. But Bill, what is it that's so clearly important about your direction now in relationship to how it can really work together with We Care Partners?
Okay. Basically, what I'm doing right now is putting together youth. I'm targeting the images of youth. My background was modeling, advertising, promoting. So now what I want to do is I want to hit the grassroots about getting kids to understand the importance of their image. We have a lot of kids out there who are very smart, intelligent, but people do judge you like a book. If you don't look the part, people sort of overlook you. So my job right now is I'm trying to put together creative ways of showing kids how to dress for success, understand the importance of getting a good, clean haircut to suit the situation that they're going to. I'm trying to teach young ladies how to properly apply their makeup, and then it just spills on into what they want to go. It's important to teach them how to walk, how to talk, and these are things that I'm doing at my studio. So I'm coming back to New Jersey. I'm opening up a studio here in Jersey, and I'm introducing a new cosmetic line for teens and young adults. So my mission right now basically is to go into the schools. I'm not looking to go to the modeling agencies. I'm getting these kids right in our backyard, the next door neighbor. The kids are at the churches. That's where I'm going to get these kids to come into my studio, and I'm going to teach them some things that will generate their respect for the rest of their lives. These are things that they can use, the basics. I'm going back to basics, and that's what I want to teach them. I was fortunate enough to be on a lot of magazine covers, so now what I'm going to do is start my own magazine cover, and I'm going to put these kids on these covers, and I'm going to show them that it's more than just lights, camera, action. No, there's a lot. I'm going to teach them the basics so that they can pass that on to the next one. So what I did was I started out working with a lot of youth groups, and I got a lot of teenagers who are makeup artists, who are photographers, who are graphic artists. These are the kids that I'm pulling in because I want to see their vision too. So I'm just setting the groundwork for my magazine, and at the same time, I'm teaching kids to teach teens and other teens how to do it the right way.
Hey, well, if you're listening to what's going on in the background, we have the cool vibes of Mr. Gary Harper. And I'm here with my friends, and we're enjoying ourselves. And Valerie Persaud has been someone that has been very actively involved in pretty much carrying the mission while I was out here gallivanting and working on some political issues. And you know, Valerie, I'm very proud of the kind of ways in which you've been able to adapt to what is important. To especially showing a good image, which is what Billy is talking about, but be involved on a social point of view in relationship to how we're watching our youth really just disintegrate because they don't understand how to deal with their self-image. Is this really going to be a great opportunity that we can take advantage of?
Oh, absolutely. Image is really, really important, considering the dress that is the norm today, the baggy pants and the hair with the just going every which way but loose. And that's what they see in the community. That's what they see on TV. So they think that they're supposed to live up to that image. So it's great that you're going to come in and say, no, you have to pull those pants up. comb that hair,
Right.
you know, if you want to get a job.
Right.
Because walking around like you do in the inner cities is not going to get you
Exactly.
that job in that warehouse or in that office. So I
Right.
think that, you know, this is fantastic that you're going to work with them. And also not just the guys, but the young ladies.
Yes, yes.
You know, they dress according to the videos that they
Right.
see. You know, the hoochie mamas and the
Right.
and you know the women dancing in the background,
Right.
and they think that that's the norm. They're supposed to walk into a
Right.
job interview
Right.
with tight pants,
Right.
a low cut shirt, you know, and hair every which way but loose. So this will be great that you'll go in there and show them that, you know, you need to live up to another image, and you're going to be that
Exactly.
sort of that role model.
Right.
You know, it's like Ice Cube says that we don't really have a lot of, you know, role models in the inner city for these children, and they look up to the basketball players,
Right.
you know, the football players,
Right.
and the people on the video. So I think this is fantastic as far as, you know, socializing them is concerned.
Okay.
Well, what are some of the difficulties, the pitfalls, and you know, many of the things that have been pretty much a burden in regard, or an obstacle in regard to you really reaching the kids the right way?
Well, one of the things is we need the support of the parents, because no matter what I say or what I do, the parents have to take the time to bring your kids into the studio, and you have to support them. A lot of times the kids want to do it, but they need that family support. And one of my missions is to bring in people who already made it, bring them back to the community and say, look, this is the right way. This is the way you should be doing it. And we lead by example. So that's going to be one of my most important things, is that not only I'm going to tell them, but I'm going to show them. A lot of these kids haven't been out the backyard. If they really want to learn how to walk on a runway, I'm going to take them to New York during Fashion Week in February. I'm going to show them that this is the proper way of how you should walk on a runway. See, they don't get that kind of experience.
Yes.
All they see is the videos, and that's only 1/10 of what's going on in this business. So I want to lead by example. Another thing too, which is a really big obstacle, is that you have to find the time. You know, you have to find the time. So I'm going to have my studio set up where it's not a weekend thing. It's a 7-day thing. My studio's open every day. You know, so there's no excuse why you can't get to me. I will be in my studio.
And looking at it from that perspective, the reality behind it seems to be very encouraging, because you know, we do know that art and fashion and, you know, entertainment
Right.
is more of an attraction than somebody really going down to Wall Street
Right.
and seeing how they trade,
Right.
you know, money.
Right.
Because a lot of times you have no clue what they're doing
Right.
anyway if you don't really sit down and know
Right.
the specifics and
Right.
the details of it. But more than often than normal, art and the characteristics of people using their innate talents are easy of a concept to try to get at them and change it, because that's pretty much the reason they're really thinking that it's something culturally creative.
Right.
And that is something that I think is important towards you influencing. Do you think it's really a mentoring type of a concept, or is it institutionalization?
Well, it's more of a it's more than a mental program. You have to lead by example, and the only way that I see is basically me showing them what to do and what not to do. A lot of times they just turn on the tube, and in the media. I blame a lot of it on the media, because the media just floods the gates. My thing is that I like the idea that when they come to me, they don't have to have any talent at all. I want them raw. They don't have to have any experience at all. It's not about how tall they are, how short they are, or how thin, or how much they weigh. No, that's not the important thing. The important thing is getting them to the grassroots, showing them the proper way. I'm not turning anyone down who wants help. When it comes to, let's say, a lot of things I don't like about this industry is that people out here take advantage of our youth. They really do. They take advantage of it. They took advantage of me, and I wasn't a youth. I was an adult. But that's why I'm doing this, because I'm tired of seeing people get taken advantage of. I'd rather you come to me, and even if you can't afford my services, that's not the issue. I'm going to make it. That's why we have funding out there. This is why I'm looking for sponsorship out there, because there's no excuse when it comes to a kid to me. You know, I take it personally. I really do take it personally. And there's a lot of kids at home who are sitting there saying, you know what, I don't know how to get started. I don't know what to do. Well, Billy Jones is back. I'm going to advertise, and I'm going to tell you how to do it the way it should be done properly. And all I need is the support of the parents. The kids will come. I just need the support of the parents.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I have a question. Now, when you say with the parents, because a lot of times the kids, the way they dress, they're expressing themselves, you know, what they see in their environment. And a lot of times they're getting it from their parents as well. How are you going to deal with the mindset that if you change your image, it's going to be for the betterment of you? And how are you going to assist them to deal with the criticism that they're going to receive in their environment, in school, and in their family?
Okay. Here's the thing I tell kids all the time. Look, you have to adapt to your environment. Now, for me, I'm going to introduce them to another circle than I used to. So I'm going to take them in that circle and let them see the change. But at the same time, they can still keep their identity. They can still go back to the neighborhood, blend in, because they're not going to fight the fact that being different is acceptable, because it's just too much peer pressure. But what I am telling them is that, look, if you put on a tie, if you put on a shirt and tie and a suit, it's okay to get that job. Now, once you come home from that job, you can take that shirt off, that tie off, and become normal again. But you have to learn to adapt. You can learn to adapt, because in their circles, a shirt and tie is corny. A belt to keep their pants up, you know, it's not happening. So what I have to, it's a slow process. Change takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. But there's going to be a lot of resistance, and I know that, but I have a lot of patience. Okay.
You may have to bring in some of the parents.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I can't tell you how many times I've seen parents with their hat turned to the back and the pants hanging down. How are you going to tell the child to change when they go home and see daddy, you know, still with that same mentality?
Okay. Well, that's a big problem, really is. I see it all the time. The best way for me to address that problem is that once the kids come in, I do have a little talk with the parents, because I have to sit down, talk to them, and tell them the reason why I'm doing this, and that, you know, the first role model is your parents. So they're imitating what they see. So that's my job. That's my job. But I have a great staff that's going to help me address that issue. And positive people like you and her, and there's a lot of positive people out there, they're going to help me. You know, I have parents who are going to be talking to parents too. One of my models, Michelle Rowley, she brought her daughter to me, and her daughter's only 15, and I could tell that she was properly trained, and she just flowed right in it. And Michelle says, but Bill, you know, it's an ongoing process. It's every day I'm on my daughter, because what she does in the house and what she sees on TV, it stays in the house. That's what it should stay, in the house. So I understand that, because I was a parent and I went through the same issues, but you have to be consistent, and somebody from the outside has to tell you. So I'm going to tell the parents. It's just how you tell them. You know, I don't talk down at them, I talk to them, and it's a back and forth communication thing here. So it's not going to be easy. You know, I don't have all the answers, but I do have some.
Yes.
That's great. Well, listen, Bill, you know, we're glad that we have an opportunity to showcase you. You know, definitely, you and I have never really been on TV together.
No.
And all that we've been doing, I mean, I'm very happy this is historic, and we're going to be moving forward, certainly taking advantage of the opportunity to make a change in our community. Thank you very much for the time, and we're looking forward to getting you back up here in a few minutes.
Okay, thank you.